Go ahead and start from the top, going down.
Okay.
So it'll be open, first, and so on.
Okay.
Open, first, second, third, fourth. 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 Now we keep the fingers there and we go backwards from the bottom. So it's going to be fourth, third, second, first, open. 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 Fourth, third, second, first, open.
Good job, Daniela. That was awesome.
You've been replaced, Liz.
I know. I'm thinking this is really great. It's like you're a teacher or something. Daniela is a teacher, so. Oh, thank you so much. And the other thing that I forgot to tell you guys is anytime we learn a new chord, what I want you to do is every day that week, do the chord by itself, like the C augmented. So, you know, the slow way where you're just really listening to see if you're getting every note right. So that, and the A minor, and of course the D we're already doing, and the G. Okay, so whenever we learn a new chord or chords, every day do that. You should probably, even every day when you start practicing, just do it with all the chords. And it's just kind of a good way to get your head in the ukulele and just listen. And it also is a great way to make sure your hand position is right before you start playing. Because, you know, you can play F and C, and then all of a sudden you have a G7 or a D, and then you remember you have to have your hand like this. So this is a really good way to remember that. So I would say always do that the first thing. Just one time through on every chord that you know. So you start on C. Let's just do it together one time, okay?
Yeah, and Liz, after that, can you show me again the transition from D to G? I'm not sure about which fingers to put down first, if you will.
Yes. Okay, so let's just go through all the chords we know. So I'll say them and then you guys do this, okay? We'll do it all together. So let's do C. So everybody do C really slowly. And then F. And it's okay to look at your fingers, or you can try not looking and then see if it sounds right. G7. D. A minor. C7. Oops. That's C7. G. See all these chords you know now. How exciting is this? And then C augmented. So it's a great way to just, before you start playing anything, review your chords. If you're having trouble with one, look it up. And if it doesn't sound right, fix it right then instead of waiting, you know, until later when you're playing stuff. Okay, so I think that we should always do that first in your practicing, first thing. Okay, then the second thing I would recommend doing in the practicing every day is the hammering of the chords. And I bring this up, Karen, because this will answer your question about doing that, okay? So the chords that we're gonna do the hammering on are the F, right? We did the hammer on the F. So let's do that. We're gonna do it 10 times, and I want you to go slowly. Don't go fast. It's like weightlifting, okay? You wanna go slow on this, and you want it to really hit hard and make sure that your fingers are curved like that, okay? And you want both fingers hitting at the same time. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. F, 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 F. Make sure your fingers are curved. F, 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 F. Okay, good. Now let's do the same thing with the G7. So you're going to leave your finger here for the G7 and you're just going to hammer these two fingers, right? Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. G7, 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 G7. Make sure your fingers are curved. G7, 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 G7. It should be 2 fingers going down at the same time. Okay, good. Now then the next one I want you to do it with is D. Okay, now D, we're going to hammer all 3 fingers. Okay, D you want to think of as this. All 3 fingers, not 1, 2, 3, but just all 3 fingers down at the same time. Okay? All right. Are you finished?
No.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 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 D. Cindy, check your fingers there. Okay, wait a minute. Cindy, you're playing a guitar D. I can tell by looking at your hand. You're playing guitar D. Ukulele D is ukulele D is all 3 fingers on these 3 top strings.
Who's Cindy? Liz, who are you calling Cindy?
Oh, she's iPad.
Oh, am I not seeing somebody?
Do you see with she's waving right now? She's got a hat on.
Okay, maybe I don't have everybody on here. Just kidding. Sorry, Cindy.
You have to hit the blue little circle with the arrow on the top right of your screen
Ah,
to scroll to the next section.
oh. I guess mine's up at the top and it only has some people. Okay, never mind. Sorry, Cindy. I'm going to shut up now.
You should be able to do it so that it shows everybody. You should have the
Okay.
full Brady Bunch view. Okay, so here we go. So D, all 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 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 D. Let's stop for a second. Do you understand what we're doing? So we're doing the D chord. Okay, now make sure your hand position is right. That's going to make all the difference in playing this D chord. So here we go. All fingers down at the same time. Cindy, it should be the top string, 2nd string, 3rd string. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 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 D. Okay, so that's not so hard after doing the other ones, is it? Doing the hammering on the D. Am I right? Or is it just as hard? Okay, now the G chord is a little funky because with the G chord, we put down these 2 fingers first and then this finger, whereas the other ones we go this finger down and then the 2. So if you want, you can do a, well, it would be good to put these 2, sorry. You want to put these 2 down first and then add that finger. So these 2 down first, these 2, and then add that one. Now, Karen, get your elbow out. Okay, now there we go. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So the 1 is these 2 fingers going down, and then the 2 is this finger going down. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. And then now what you want to practice, Karen, is going D, G, D with all the fingers down at the same time, and then G with the 2 and then the 1. And just practice that back and forth, okay? So those are all of our hammer chords right now. The C augmented, you could practice hammering that, but you're not going to use that chord that often, so I wouldn't worry too much about that, the C augmented, okay? Especially because we're just going to slide, you know, it's just going to go down. Okay, so first you just go through each of the chords, then you do your hammers, and then what else? And then do this finger exercise until you die. Okay, not really till you die, but then do that finger exercise. And then what do we have next, Daniela? What chord exercise are we on?
We're still on the second one. You were going to start the third one, but then there were quite a few people not present, so we postponed it.
Okay, great. So that's right. So let's do the second one, and then we're going to go on to the third one today. So chord exercise number 2, page 14. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. D. Say the name of the chord. G7, C7, C, F, C7, I'm out of tune, C7, F, D, G7, C, C7, F, D, G7, C, F, D, G7, C, F, and then let that ring, okay? So let's go one at a time, and I'll stop you while you're playing. So Lauren, let's start with you, okay?
She left. You heard? Oh, okay. I was like, you left.
I had to get my tuner. Fantastic. You're doing great. Okay, Karen?
Oh, sorry.
Great. Okay, David? David? David, great. See if you can strum a little bit higher up on your neck. Yeah, just play a little bit right now that way.
Okay.
Stop. Can you tell that it sounds better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a better sound out of it.
Yeah, write yourself a note to do that.
Okay.
Okay, great. Cindy? The invisible Cindy?
That's right. I can't believe you can't see me, Nikki.
I
You're
know.
missing all this.
You got to solve the problem.
I know. For some reason, I can't see Lauren or Cindy.
Oh man, play around with it. If you can fix
Okay, I will.
Okay. Great. Cindy?
You're missing us. You're just
right.
missing us.
I know.
Awesome. Great. Good job. Sounds great. Okay, Nikki.
I fixed it. There's the
Yay!
invisible.
You can
They're
see
not
everybody
invisible
now?
anymore. Yeah.
Good.
Okay. I don't want to run into you with this thing. Okay. I'll put those on after.
Okay. All right. Work on that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Daniela. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so I want you to keep, I'm gonna have you go to exercise number 3, but I also want you to keep practicing exercise number 2, okay? Although at the end of class, if I've given you too much homework, I want you to tell me, okay? But I think we could go on to exercise number 3. You already know the chord D. We're gonna just learn one new chord. So it's on page 17. And the new chord we're gonna learn is A7, and it's another lovely one-finger chord. Love those one-finger chords. So it's like that. First finger right here. Do you see it written in your book right there? It's written right there, right? And let me show you something else just for fun. So this one's A minor, right? We learned A minor with our song, correct? This one's A7. And if you put them together, that's A, regular A. So together, this A minor plus A7, but don't worry about it. We'll learn A, but just so you know, that's A as if you play both at the same time. But right now we're doing A7, which is this one right here, okay? Now, the other new thing here is that now this one we're gonna be in 3/4 time. The strum is like this. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And I think, let's see if we have it in our strum page. I believe we do.
We did that. We did Happy Birthday with that strum.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. Okay, so it's strum number 4 on the strum page, but it's the same one we use for Happy Birthday. That's right. So that's so good that we already did Happy Birthday. And it's also nice because it's completely written out for this exercise. So that's a nice thing. The strum pattern's written out. Now, it's in 3/4 time. Do you see the 3 here? And that's just like Happy Birthday. So when we do Happy Birthday, it's Happy Birthday to you. Happy Birthday to you. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, Happy Birthday to you. And this strum pattern is the same way. Whereas what we've been playing is in 4. Like The Lion Sleeps at Night is in 4. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Right? But now we're going to be in 3. Okay, so we're going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like a waltz. Okay, so let's just do this strum pattern a couple times. Just do it on the D chord. So it's down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Just join in when you can. Down, up, down, up, down. Say it. Down, up, down, up, down, 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 down, up, down, up. Okay, let's have you each do it. Lauren, let's have you play that for me. Great. David? Okay, great. Danielle, I just want you to play on the D chord, only the D chord right now. Great. Cindy?
Oh, did you say me?
Great. You got it. Okay, now you, Nikki, and then Karen, you'll be next.
Okay.
Great. Great. Karen? Great. Now, sorry, my throat's really dry. It's hot here. Tomorrow it's going to be 117. And we had to go to the doctor today, so
Oh my God.
it's the kind of day you stay in. Tomorrow, 117. Yeah.
Wow.
The joke is they say it's a dry heat. But they usually show that while they show a picture of a skeleton in the desert. Okay, so what I want you to do now, oh boy. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a crazy couple days. Okay, now we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna emphasize the first beat of each measure. So that first down, so it's gonna go like this: down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. So go really hard on that first one. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. Say it. Down, down, up. Yell down. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down. Okay, how are you doing with that? Can you hear the louder on the first one? That's the key to the strum, because otherwise you can start hearing it in 4. So you want to really do that. Whenever you're doing music in 3, you always want to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, rather than 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's why when you think about waltzes, it's always 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so Lauren, let's have you play that for me. Just play D chord a few times.
Sorry, that was really loud.
Great. You can do a little bit more accent if you want.
That first one was okay.
Yeah. Okay, David. Okay, great. Cindy?
Yeah. Oh, I stopped on you.
That's okay. Do it again. You got it. Great accent. Very, very good. Yeah, really good. Okay, Nikki? Okay, now, Nikki, I don't want you to think of it as down, down, up, down, up, down. I want you to think down, down, up, down, up, down. You got to think in 3, okay?
Okay.
Down, up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2.
I'm still doing 4s, huh?
Yeah. So the trick is before you start, count in your head 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I played that wrong. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oops, now I got mixed up. Okay, hold on.
Okay. We'll come back to you, okay? We'll come
Okay,
back.
okay.
Okay, Daniela?
So, 1.
Daniela, I don't hear any accent. The first one should be
Are you
really
down?
loud. The first down
Okay.
should be really loud.
And the first down is 2/4, a half note, right?
Right, but that doesn't affect the, so it should be down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Okay, what's happening, this is how you're playing it, Daniela. You and David and Nikki, you're all doing it like this. You're going down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. That's not 3. You've got to be going down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down. Can you hear the difference?
No?
Okay, before you start, I want you to count 1, 2. Tell you what, I'll just show you the whole thing. I was going to do it in parts. What I want you to do is copy exactly what I have here. So you're going to draw this accent right here that looks, it shouldn't look so much like a 7. It should look more like a V on its side, like should look more like that, okay? And you want to have 1 underneath the first note, and then 1 underneath the third note.
Oh.
So then you're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now this is how that's going to sound. 1, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. You see how I'm accenting both of them, the ones? The 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's really hard. Do you want to skip this and wait till next week? Tell you what.
I'm just getting it now. I got it. That explanation was what I needed.
Okay, good. Play it for me.
I had just misunderstood. I thought I was doing 1 and 2 and 3 and.
Ah, okay. So do that for me.
So.
Good. Can everybody hear the 3 in that 1? Keep
Yep.
going. Keep going. Do it again. Do it again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I messed up.
Can you hear how it's going? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And that's the trick with anything in 3, 4 time. I'm just thinking I could give you an easier strum, or we could learn this. Which would you rather do? I could give you an easier version of this strum, or we could do this one how it's written.
I'm fine doing this one as it's written.
You want to go ahead? Because you guys are the advanced class. It's hard though, so don't feel bad if it's tricky for you, okay? And the most important thing is that you hear the 3 in your head. That you hear that it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The minute that you start hearing it as 1, 2, or 1 down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, instead of down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. As soon as you've got to make sure that you're hearing it in 3. Is that making any sense at all?
Yeah, it's a little tricky because we're used to the ups being a little softer than the downs, and so this is a departure from that, because that when the downbeat is done on an upstroke, we've got to actually accent it.
Right, and you could do an easy one that would be like down, up, up, down, up, up, down. Let's just all do that for a minute. Down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear the 3 in that better? So that's the feel that you want with this, is that 1, 2, 3, 1. So actually that would probably be why don't we do this for this week? Because this is a pretty tough chord exercise anyway. It gets pretty hard. Let's do it with the down, up, up strum this week. And then next week we'll do it with this one. And that way you'll get the feel for the down, for the 1, 2, 3, okay? So it looks like that. And and the notes would be 3/4 notes. Okay, so down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up. Daniela, are you saying something? Because you're muted.
Are you changing the half note to 2/4 notes then?
So you have to ignore these notes down here completely. Okay. Just ignore it completely, but don't cross them out because we'll do that later. And so
they're all quarter notes.
So just don't even look at any of these notes, because you're not going to do any of these like they're written. Okay. And so you're going to have So instead of this, this is going to be, this measure right here is going to be down, up, up, and then down, up, up, down, up, up, down, up, up. So every time you have a measure is going to be another strum pattern. Is this making sense? So the D, the initial D, you're going to play 4 times. Let me see, I don't have it in another way to show you. So I wish I hadn't written all over this one. So it's as if it looks like this, where you have the D here, and then you have the slash here, and then the slash here, and then the slash here. So you do the D 4 times, 2, 3, 4, and then the A7, how many times are you going to do the A7? 1, 2, 3, 4 also. Is that making sense? Not really? Okay, so let me write that in. Let's have you guys all write this in. Okay, so I want you to write the slashes. So A7, so you've got D, and then you've got your first slash, second slash, or D, 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 right? Then we have A7, and then you have a slash here. And then down here you have a slash, which is already in the book. And then you have another slash there. So that means you're going to do A7 4 times. Now when you get to the D, how many times are you going to do the D chord? 2 times, because you're going to do it here. And then the slash is just right here. So you only have the D 2 times, there and there. So you have D there and then D there. And then the A7, you're going to do 1, again, 2 times there, and then write a slash there. And do you guys understand where I'm putting the slashes? It's 3 beats in between each of these measure bars right there. So then this D we're going to do 2 times, right there and there, G7 2 times, C 2 times. Does this make sense? I know it does to the people that read music, but to the people that don't read music, is it making sense? Karen, no? Okay. Let's see.
I've never been a read music kind of girl. I just, I'm in the wind. I'm out there. But yeah, it makes sense.
You know what? I'm just going to.
You're just counting beats, right?
What's that?
You're just counting the beat, right?
That's right. So like here you've got
1, 2, 3. Every third one is the new strum.
Exactly. So if you look on the last line where you haven't, where the chords change every time. So the very last line, see, that's just 1, and that's 1, and that's 1, and that's 1, and each one is just 3 beats. But the other ones, you do it twice.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so does that make more sense?
You're doing it down. Tell me again what you're doing. Every beat is gonna. I mean, yes. Not every beat. Yes.
The strum pattern.
What is it called?
Stop. The strum pattern is what we want to call it. The strum pattern is down, up, up, and it's only a 1 measure strum pattern. Whereas the one that's written here is a two measure strum pattern. So that's why we have to do 2 of these for every one of these.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you said it's down, up, up, right?
Down, up, up.
Okay, so I get it. So you're just ignoring the D's and the U's on the paper and just go with the D, U, U twice. You're just using the same notes. You're just keeping the same notes. So D, A7. I see what you're saying.
Right. The same.
I was confused by the U's for a second, but now I got you.
Yeah. Ignore that. You just want to read the D / A7, just the chords.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Okay. Karen, make sense?
I think so.
Okay, let's just try this for just a couple seconds and just see how we do, okay? Okay, here we go. Start on the D chord. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. D, up, up, D, up, D, up, D, up, A7, up, A7, up, A7, up, A7, up, D, up, D, up, A7, up, A7, up, D, up, D, up, G7, up, G7, up, C, up, C, up, F, up, F, up, A7, up, A7, up, D, D, up, G7, up, G7, up, C, up, C7, up, F, G7, up, D, up, A7, up, D, up, G7, up, C, up, A7, up, D, up, D, up, G7, up, G7, up, C, up, C7, up, F, up, D7, up, D, up, G7, up, C, up, C. Okay. All right. So practice it that way this week, and then we'll do the other next week. Okay. All right. Awesome. So now let's see what time it is. Why don't we go?
I'm an Aquarian, Liz. You cannot be changing stuff on me.
Say that again.
I said I'm an Aquarian. You cannot be changing stuff on me. I'm going by the book.
I'm a composer
I'm
who's
just kidding.
never done. I used to write music for big choral performances, and every rehearsal I changed the music. Everyone. My pianist used to get so mad at me, and now my best friend is my last pianist, and she was the first one that ever didn't get mad at me because she liked to sight read. So
Wow.
yeah, I just can't help it. So sorry. And wait till Karen and I totally redo this book. It's going to be so awesome. Okay, so why don't we skip Lion Sleeps Tonight and go straight to our other song? Is that right? Is that what we had for homework tonight? Was Lion Sleeps Tonight plus the cool song? What's the cool song called?
Something in the way she moves.
Yeah, so let's go on to Something.
And Liz, you had changed something on that, but when I tried to follow the original link, it was still the same way. Remember how you were switching the letter?
You should have one. Let me show you this one and tell me if this is the one that you have, because it might not be. This should be the one that you have printed out. Does it look just like this? I can't hear you. You're muted. Daniela, you're muted.
Yes, I got it. I still had the original one, so I didn't know how to get to this one. When
Did I not give you guys this one?
Not that I could see. I saw my homework and then there was nothing else underneath.
Oh,
or
I'm
before.
so sorry. Okay, let me do that right now. I am so sorry. That happened with my other class too. I must have posted the wrong link or something. I don't know what I did. So let me just get that up.
Just found this one in the chat.
You did find this one in the chat?
Yeah. Because I have it and I haven't been here the last couple of weeks. So
okay, so it is in the chat. And
Yeah, I found it in the chat too.
Okay, good. So, because I thought that I did it specifically for you guys. So it should be this one where it says something we learned all but blue part. And then it has the chords above the words here.
Yeah, the
Okay.
one that I had was still the original with the, you know, before you change the chords
Okay.
to match when we strum.
So this one's here is on the page. You just need to print this one out new.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll just leave it up for right now. How's that? So you can read off of it and then print this one. Is that okay?
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's try this. Isn't this just the funnest song to be doing? Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Oh, I'm so out of tune, sorry. Something in the way she woos me. I don't want to lose her now. You know I believe in how. And then do we do this part? Right? Okay, so let's hear each of you guys play that. Okay, Lauren, you want to play it for us? No? What's wrong?
I don't know what you're talking about. So, I've been so busy, I haven't been able to watch any of this stuff. So.
Oh, okay, but okay. All right, so you just wait. Karen?
I'll watch you guys do it.
Yeah. Okay, Karen, let's hear you.
I may emphasize words on in different places. So
Don't worry about that. It's just my interpretation of the singing. It's not.
okay, do I have to sing?
Nah.
All right, well, I'll try and sing a little
Okay,
bit.
good.
Okay, here we go. Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. I don't want to lose her now. You know I believe in how.
Awesome. That was great. Okay, now let me give you a tip for the C augmented.
Yeah.
Do like this with your pinky finger on that C, right? Is that how you're playing the C augmented?
Yeah.
And then don't change fingers to go to the C chord. Just take that finger off and play the C chord with that finger.
Okay. Yeah. Great.
Okay, that's just
I changed the finger.
Yeah, it's called a finger substitution, and you'll do that every once in a while and stuff. So you've got the C augmented, and then you just lift that finger up, and you're right there. Okay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Great. All right, and then just practice that D to G a lot, and you'll get that.
Yep.
Okay, great. All right, David.
Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. Don't want to leave her now. You know I believe in how.
Great. Now, when you do this, and Karen, I forgot to tell you this too, that D at the very end, you just do one strum on that. So it's, I don't want to lose her now. You know I believe in how. Just the one, and then, okay. So I should probably write there one strum. Okay. All right. Cindy.
You're going to hear dog ruckus in the background. They're getting wound up.
It's okay.
Something in the way she moves. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not doing your 1, 2, 3, 4. Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she moves me. Don't wanna lose you now. Whoops. Don't wanna lose you now. Wait, 1, 2. Don't wanna lose you.
Okay, great. I think I got him excited when I started yelling down, down, up, down, up. Okay.
They get crazy on me.
Daniela.
They're in play mode now.
Yep.
That was so funny to hear that. Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. I don't want to lose her now. You know I believe.
Okay, now, Daniela, this part's just 2 strums. So I don't, and don't is where you strum down. I don't want to lose her now. You know I believe in how.
Believe in how. Oops.
Great. All right, super. Okay, Nikki.
Ha, okay. Attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. Don't wanna lose her now. No, I believe in how.
Okay, so you're going to give me a real good practice week this week, right?
Oh, it cut out, Liz.
Ah, I said, so you're gonna give me a real good practice week this week, right? This coming week?
I practiced 1 day, no, 2 days. 1 day for a long time, but it was like at the beginning of the week. And so now I got rusty again.
Okay, try.
We're going to give you a great week, Liz. A great week. We're going to
Good.
be awesome.
Even if it's only 5 minutes, you know.
You're
try
going to be
it.
so amazed.
Okay, good. Maybe we'll have to do that song. Baby, I'm amazed at the way you, yeah. So now can we do one more thing on this song? Do we have time? Can everybody stay for like 5 more minutes?
Okay.
And now, if I'm going to show this to you, and if you feel like you can't do this quite yet and you want to wait, that's fine, okay? So it's to change the strum pattern in the very first part. And this actually is how Cindy was already playing it. So instead of going down, 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 we're going to do a really slow down, down, up, down, up. So it's going to be like this. Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. So what do you think? You want to try that? And it's
That's just the same strum pattern we've been using for Lion Sleeps Tonight.
Exactly. And it's
Yeah,
only
so-
one strum pattern for each chord. Only
Right.
one time, okay? So it's a real slow version. So let's try this together.
Not too much of a stretch since we've already learned it for the other
Exactly.
song.
It really only makes a difference in the singing. That's the only part that it makes a difference in. Okay, so everybody together, here we go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Something in the way she moves. Up, up, down, up. C7 attracts me like no other lover. F. Something in the way she woos me. Okay? Now the next part, we stay with the 2 downs. The next part is still, I don't want to lose her now. You know I believe in how. Okay, so that one stays that strum. So it's just this, the verse part that goes to this other strum. Okay, so let's try that all together from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something in the way she moves. C7, C major 7. Attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. I don't want to lose her now. You know I believe in how. 1 strum there, and then something in her smile she knows. Okay? It's pretty cool, yeah? Everybody got that?
I would say it's fab.
I like it. Yeah.
Do the blue, do the blue, do the blue, do the blue.
What's the blue?
Down at the bottom, the you asking me, will my love grow?
Oh, the
Oh.
blue section. Okay, next week.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's right, David, you already got it.
Uh,
You're asking me,
It was pretty
will
hard
my
to do it.
love grow?
yeah, that looks too hard for me.
It's actually not. So we'll do the next section next week. Now, the only thing I want you to add also is that you're going to, the intro for this song is something in the way she moves, okay? So you're going to start the song with the solo part. Something in the way she moves, okay? Let's try that all together. Okay, here we go, all together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Something in the way she moves attracts me like no other lover. Something in the way she woos me. I don't want to lose her now. You know I believe in how. Something in her smile. Okay. Now, any questions about this? Anybody not sure if they're doing it right? Anybody want to play for me to make sure?
Just a question, is the solo part on one of the videos that's up? And do we know which
Oh,
week?
no, it's not. So, oh yeah, it totally is. But I can just show it to you too. So it's open, and then the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, basically a C chord. Open, C, and then open, and then 1st fret, 2nd fret, and then the C chord.
I wrote it in the homework for last week,
Ah, great.
the sequence.
Okay. All right, super. So, who, Danielle did the homework last week. Karen, do you usually write the homework?
I can write it, but I wasn't paying attention. You need to just tell me.
I'm
Hold on.
sorry. Or Daniela, did anybody take notes on what the homework is? Okay, that's all right.
Oh, it's pretty much the same as last week though, right?
Well, let me go through it because I want to, so the first thing is play every chord that we've learned note by note. The slow strum, every single chord, the slow strum. That's number 1. Number 2 is the hammer chords. Number 3 is the chord changes. So any chords that you're having trouble doing, like if you're having trouble doing D to G, D to G, any of the chords that you're having trouble with, okay? Then number 4 is chord exercise number 2. Number 5 is Lion Sleeps Tonight. Number 6 is exercise number 3. And then number 7 is Something.
Hold on. Exercise number 3 and 7 is Something.
Yeah.
And it's
Okay.
US number 3 with a down, up, up, right?
Yeah, and when you write the exercise number 3, put in parentheses, strum down, up, up for exercise number 3.
Down. What was it? Down,
Up, up.
down, up, up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you guys. Thank you. Love you. See you
Love you
next week.
too. Take care. Keep cool.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Liz.
All my love for your mom.
Yeah.
Thanks very
Prayers
much.
for your mom.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay, take care, everybody.
Night, guys.